Evening all, another game of Rutzel here. We're playing Cole. Thanks to the ITSL Hunter for organising. It's the start of Rutzel season, so now I'm going to get my ITSLs and my Rutzels confused. Alright, well, alas for us. Oh no, wait, there is a 4-up card there, hiding next to Europe scoring. We will open 4-4-2. Right, let's plug my hand in. 4-4-2. So I kind of like dumping Europe scoring here, because I just don't feel that we're going to be scoring domination. We don't have the operations points to justify it. And we are going to get Milops within the Pakistani war. Yeah, a lot of red low cards in Olympic Games. It's not a bad opening hand, but yeah, I kind of like playing Europe scoring, getting out of the way for us to spend more ops doing other stuff. What's the alternative? Olympic Games is a bit boring. 5-year plan is a waste of 3 ops. So yeah, let's do Europe scoring. They're going big on the Middle East. So this will be a big coup coming up in Iran. Okay, well that gives us a chance to counter coup big. Great. And we have to hope that they do not make the last big coup. And if that's the case, we can move into Iraq and Malaysia. I mean, Purge is the last decent 4-op card. Marshall and US Japan both give us something. Yep. Okay, they decide discretion's the better part of valor. Good threat on France, but we are willing to, with Europe scoring gone. Ooh, that was very excited by me. If he blockades me now, I'm stuffed. Oopsie. We'll see. We'll see. If he uses the China card, we can use Indo-Pakistani War, of course. And that now gives us adjacency to Iran, so they can't clear us out. UN intervention on Marshall Plan. Well, they might take France. If they do that, at least the advantage is Europe scoring has been and gone. So, we will move into Malaysia and we can cover Pakistan, I guess? Yeah. Oh boy, if we get blockaded, I'm going to feel like a real dumbass. Yeah, doesn't want to touch Asia, which makes sense. We can tip that we don't have Asia scoring, but we are definitely making it difficult for them. Formosa's not bad. We can give them remaining abdication given. I mean, the worst case scenario is they can use the ops for D style, I think. Okay, so they've got presence in the Middle East. So our options are, Space NASA. Let's get that out the hand, and we can hope to bink a scoring card here, which we don't do, but we do get D-Star, which is great. Not a ton of fantastic opening hand here. Purge is still in the deck somewhere, so we can't run the risk of headlining that. I was definitely hoping for Middle East scoring and didn't get it. But we can... Blockading away D-Style, I guess, is an option, but putting it back in the deck is kind of rubbish. Defcon is 4. Can't do anything about that. We can space Korean War and then do captured Nazi. Wow. Not a lot of fantastic headline options. Independent Reds, Indo-Pakistani War. NORAD is our only clean 3-op card. Oh boy. I mean, it's Independent Reds or Captured Nazi, isn't it? But Captured Nazi at 66% is... Especially if we event it, we can... I suppose we get 2 cracks. But what's our second space card? We don't really have one. Woo! This is rough. I guess we'll do Captured Nazi. I don't want to use a 2-op card, especially being Independent Reds. Oh, Decol's not good. Yikes! At least Defcon is 4, so they have to go into Thailand and coup Thailand. Yes. Okay. Then we'll have the coup. Be lucky. Not so lucky. Well, we get the last coup. But then they dominate Asia. Ugh. Ooh. Yeah, we'll have the last coup. And hope they don't have Asia scoring. At least now CIA's in play. And that's a bonus. That means they don't have Asia scoring. Ooh. Okay. If they're not in Burma, we can space Korean warfare. Well, at least space is going our way. Holy moly. Mm. We'll finish taking West Germany again with blockade D style. So this will be Korea. Yeah, that's sensible. Let's do for 5. So, oh boy, we can't resolve Asia. It's a good thing we've got the points buffer because they're going to dominate Asia at this rate. 2 into India and hope to bink Japan. Yeah, because they didn't dominate Europe. 2 in India and hope for US Japan. Nope. And they got Asia scoring. They also got CIA. So maybe purging them's pretty good here. So they got CIA and duck and cover. So they do well to play CIA here. They got Arab-Israeli war, so they don't need to worry about Milops. They got Asia CIA, duck and cover, special relationship. Arab-Israeli war. Have I missed one? Because that seems like too many cards. No? Okay. And we got reshuffle, UN intervention, and D-star, which is nice. Okay, so I guess purge is good. It just keeps ops down. Oh, being greedy. Respect. Well, the greed failed. And now if they don't drop Asia scoring immediately, well, that's great for us, because now we can play into Japan. He's got 5-year plan and duck and cover. I see. So, special, yep. Vietnam and 5-year plan. Let's go for it. I'd rather not Japan here. Well, that's good. So we'll take Japan, and then we'll press for Taiwan. Don't need to worry about Europe scoring for now. And that we faded Asia domination is a huge bonus. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we're unlikely to dominate Asia at this point. They'll just be pitching it. So we space one of De Gaulle and D style. Maybe after Korean War and then your intervention in the other one. That means we eat NASA, but mid-war's coming with Sadat. We do need to get into Algeria. Fairly sharpish. So, duck and cover, Arab-Israeli war, Vietnam revolts, 5-year plan. I think we also want to get into the UK before special operation, although NATO's not in effect, so it's not that exciting. But even a wee one in France is good when we could tap it and Truman Doctrine. Although we're not going to do that this turn if we use UN intervention, because we're not going to hold Truman Doctrine through the term. And he's played it anyway. To Algeria first, very wise, very wise. We will take Algeria. So Space Korea, Space D-Style, reluctantly event NASA. Mm-hmm. Of probably not the worst thing in the world. Although headline peaking on turn 4 would be great. Mm-hmm. Well, NASA's coming anyway. Okay, headline peaking. Also, them using Arab-Israel war there. Oh, no, wait. They've already got Milots from Indo-Pakistani war. Shut my mouth. I'm going to pop one in Costa Rica. And then I'll put one in Panama. Just to make Hunter a little harder, get some Central America presence. Headline peaking is good. So 5-year plan on Asia gives them 2 ops to finish. Yeah. 11-9. So it'll be 12-9. Yeah. Middle East, obviously very good, very good. Yeah, one in Panama. All right, VOA is great. Bear Trap is nice. Salting something is good. We got Decol but can't space it, but we can space Muslim Rev, and we got one small step. And we've got headline peaking. As far as this goes, no complaints, and we can salt with relative impunity, knowing that CIA is gone. Nuclear subs and emit. Emit's nice too. So duck and cover's gone, so missile envy's not bad either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lots of headline choices. Let's wait and see what they do. We can reasonably bear trap them, missile envy them, VOA. If they drop Middle East scoring, we can VOA them. So Quagmire is annoying, but we could bear trap. At least we can put decol in it. Right, so what if we missile envy them? Worst case scenario, nuclear test ban puts DEFCON up to 5. Best case scenario, we steal ABM or use flower power, we will bury you. Or NATO and US Japan trigger. And they only get 2 ops. Let's missile envy them, because we can always finish with bear trap. So decol in the trap first, the Quagmire, for those who are specific. Oof. Okay, well, no 4-op cards. That's useful information. But that's all it is. Africa? Yeah. Alright, come on, decol. Be good. Ugh. Alright, Muslim Revolution next. Continue to be good, please. Outrageous. One small step next. Oof. Hooray! So, emit to pull Europe, Southeast Asia, and Lone Gunman, and Allende and Hunter would all be nice. We're definitely pulling cards. So Allende and Cambridge 5 can go. Not as good as we'd hoped for. Allende's fine. And in a way, I suppose Cambridge 5 is. But we might have hoped for greater. But Bear Trap AR7 seems alright. Very nice. Scorelines level, just like that. Although nuclear subs coup Bear Trap sorts Africa out quite well. Let's have some coups. Get some ill-ops. Okay, well, it's a good thing we've got some extra ops in Angola. Few. We could salt purge. Realigning France is a lot less exciting now. Salt purge gain a millop. 3, 6, 2, 5. Yes. And South African unrest. There we go. All right. So salt purge is best by a decent way. Let's do that because we gain a VP for Millops as well. And if we get Lone Gunman, we can dispense with it. Where now we can How I Learned to 2 an arms race if we wanted. This is again not a bad hand. Shuttle dip. Arms race. Brush War is not known about, and ABM's not known, which is a little disappointing. Oh, then Fidel. And dropping Defcon 2 not knowing where Hunter's at is moderately alarming, but we have got VOA in the bank. Portuguese Empire give them access to Zaire even if we drop Defcon to 2 as well. A lot of 4-up cards in the deck. Flower Power, We Will Bury You, ABM, NATO, Marshall, US, Japan. Comic Con is fairly bland. Okay, so I don't like my chances in a Mega Coup War, so I'm going to How I Learned to 2 and try and bank arms race. We've got Sadat. We can event Shuttle Diplomacy, which isn't shabby. So event Shuttle Diplomacy, event Arms Race, event Sadat, hold Fidel, finish with Brezhnev, which means we're using VOA this turn. So we should probably take Botswana ASAP to dominate Africa. Mm. One, two, three, four. So overprotect, dominate. more important is the realign on Algeria. Oh, arms race is now completely redundant. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're not going to be able to dominate Asia, even if we coup, without a 4-op card. Even then we don't have it. Okay, so we cannot dominate Africa. So we will once again take Tunisia to defend against getting realigned out of Algeria. Other one will pop in Israel. Yeah. Shame about Che. So now if we drop Africa, if they drop Africa for 1, that's life. So event Sadat, Brezhnev take Israel to finish, level up Middle East, shuttle diplomacy, threatens Asia and the Middle East. If they drop Central America scoring, we can event Fidel with a bit more impunity, but I'd rather not do that. Okay. Arab-Israeli war is gone. So we can use Purge now for ops and jam Israel. I'm anticipating an eventing of Cultural Revolution at some point. Oh, hello. They really want it. Okay, let's... Okay, what if we dominate Africa, threaten Thailand with the China card, and reduce Israel? Interesting turn. And more than anything, I'm lucky Europe scoring hasn't dropped yet. Otherwise, the scoreline looks way worse. Do you take Greece and Turkey here? No. Okay. Okay. Greece is fine. Well done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Austria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. They are 5. We'll event Sadat. Yes. AR6. So we'll event shuttle diplomacy, because that just creates a problem later in the game for him. And AR7 will Brezhnev into Taiwan, into Iraq. We're not in a rush to go into Taiwan. It is. 3, 6, 9, 11, 22 remove cards, and 31 discarded. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, okay. No Langamma, please. Okay, so no Hunter is annoying. We've got ABM, which is good. And ABM's probably the headline. Oh no, we're peaking. We're peaking. Let's not make any hasty decisions. South America may be the headline in that case. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Another 4-op rich hand. Even Flare Power with no war cards in the hand. Brush War is still in the deck. Hunter's about the worst headline we can see. Up 1, up 2, even. So many up 1, up 2, up 3. So I'm up 2. Kitchen Debates is currently active by a whisker. Oh. So Lone Gunman, I think we drop South America scoring. Oh no, wait, because we've got Kitchen Debates. Up 1, up 2. So yeah, Kitchen Debates can't play. Ditch South America scoring? Because we're not getting in. Yeah. Let's pitch South America scoring and give ourselves the maximum number of action rounds. Fidel's no good, Flat Power's no good, Red's no good, US Japan's no good, ABM doesn't do a ton. Nixon just nets us 2 VP. Space Sock Gov. Yeah, okay. Perfect information for them. They may have a weak coup on Zaire. If they succeed and they've got Africa scoring, they dominate, so that's a nice headline for them. We'll see if we can ride our luck. I guess maybe ABM treaty cooing Thailand's better, but holding ABM in response feels decent. They may want a bigger coup on Zaire to try and seal the deal, but having a big old think here. Yep, wants a bigger coup. Not a much bigger coup. Okay, we're going to ABM the heck out of that. And maybe now they hunter. So we want to take Mexico ahead of liberation theology. Okay, well, fair enough. Is this not good? It is good. Okay, so dominate Africa, take Taiwan is good. With shuttle diplomacy still in play. So Africa's now not a problem, which is nice, but Brush War and Hunter are still problematic. 3, 6, 9, 12, 36 discarded cards? Yeah. But I've missed some. No. No, 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 no. No, no. 3, 6, 9. Yeah. We will bury you. Israel and Burma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so just two ops to take Malaysia and the Philippines, which helps the Southeast Asia scoring. Yeah, that's fine for now with Southeast Asia scoring still to come. It feels a bit bland, but well, Very's gone. So we want to do kitchen debate, space sock gov. I mean, if we can bink that, we're up to plus 10, which is good for when, hello, Europe scoring drops. So space sock gov, flower power for ops, event Nixon. All right. EU. Definitely want to chip away at Poland. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will flip Lao and pop one in Southeast African states. If they've got Africa scoring, we're laughing. If they cult rev us, we take it back with Nixon. If they do something else, maybe we event Nixon for the 2VP. Taking it back is fine. Okay, so I think we want NORAD here, right? With Quagmire gone. Okay, one each, which leaves 4, 8, 11, 15, 14 in the draw pile. Yeah, okay, so they're all going to get dealt. I think I'd like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I like... Oh yeah, with the reshuffle, taking the UK with NATO and Special Relationship coming back and being able to put one in Turkey to level up is quite attractive, I think. More than Jordan. That'll do. Okay, so they were dealt Africa scoring, which is unfortunate. Fidel, Willie, Portuguese Empire. They also got Cult Rev, which is a shame, and Libthi, which is a shame, and Hunter, which is a shame. But they also got OAS and Panama. They can't do stuff with both of those. And they also got Yasuri as along with Cultural Revolution. We got Ask Not, Summit Lads, Brush. So they also got Cuban Missile Crisis, right? So they got Africa, Cult Rev, Libthi, Hunter, Panama, OAS, Yasuri, Cuban. 8 of 9 cards known. Then we reshuffle, set Shuttle Diplomacy aside, and I was redealt Nuclear Test Ban in the reshuffle. So we can Ask Not away. Southeast Asia scoring. Summit, Portuguese, Willie, Fidel. This is great because we can't space all those. And we've got Brusher in our back pocket for once they've cooed. So Cult Rev could be the headline, Libthi could be the headline. Hunter's a fine headline as well. He's got loads of decent headlines. Another good reason to Ask Not now is that means that he goes from knowing 7 of my cards to knowing none of them. Well, some of them. But I'm pitching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll ditch Lads as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of 6 cards. He's know I'm holding Brush War, and that's it. I think Hunter's his headline, right? Because he does not want to give me a NORAD op. But then he has to Hunter, Argentina, coup Panama, and then he's losing Africa. So he's in a real quandary here, isn't he? Yeah, so we will Ask Not, because we can Brush War anytime we like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, nice old reshuffle, please. That is not shabby. Holy smoke, special relationship as well. Damn. Grain, special relationship, South America, US, Japan as well, which is just 4 free ops. Arab Israel's unplayable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Coup goes into Africa. Obviously, huge. So what do we like here? If we fail the brush 50-50 brush war on Nigeria, I mean, unless he got dealt another scoring card, he's got Afro scoring, and we have to deal with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which we can do by placing influence in places. Yasura is the only thing he really wants to put in the bear trap. We should probably save it till AR7, although we've got grain sales as well. Oh yeah, I can't coup unless I take some influence out somewhere. But I got brush war for Milops. But Africa. What do I like here? Let's have a quick think. I've got some minutes. I've got my 1. Maybe it's just tap Africa. And then take Panama before he can. Overprotect West Germany so I can coup, because I want to do that in Africa. That last one's not very attractive. But I am going to want to start cooing to stay ahead in Africa, so I've got to put 1 in Germany. I've got a couple of minutes to spare. I mean, that dominates the Middle East and gives him a problem. Now I can do the same in Asia momentarily. The thing is, Asia's good in the medium term because I've got 4 battlegrounds. So threatening the Middle East immediately isn't shabby, I think. But it gives him the opportunity to take Panama. What if I put 1 in South America and threaten there? Because he doesn't know I've got South America scoring in the reshuffle. If he does coup there, I can counter coup because I've put 1 in West Germany and he's not doing things in Africa. Africa. Oh no, I mean that. Yeah, Hunter's free on Colombia, so that's no good. I think we just have to ditch South America for 0. Let's just jam Africa after all that. And that's been about 2 minutes. So we'll hand back to him. He's got Africa scoring, Cult Rev, Hunter, Panama, OAS, and Usuri. If we bear trap AR7, we can have a coup, use the NORAD op, and then grain sales him in turn 8, which isn't bad. But if we grain sales Hunter out their hand, we are laughing, aren't we? If they coup Saharan states here, we can brush war Angola at 66%. So we're looking to event special relationship for sure. And probably event brush war. Just seems sensible. Need to try and get some momentum. Asia's close to being dominated anyway, thanks to Formosa resolution. Forcing him to play Panama Canal returned if we can squeeze Hunter out of his hand is very sassy. Because we could try and get South America control. We could even give up Africa for 10 VP in South America, if needs be. Some options there. And if we grain sales and pull Cult Rev, we can space it. So what are our options, right? Yeah, our grain sales options are pretty good. Pull Africa scoring, not dominating, potentially. Pull Cult Rev, space it. Pull Hunter, event it. Pull Panama, event it. Pull OAS, event it. Pull Usuri, event it. All good options. So it might be we grain sales this turn and bear trap AR7, knowing that we then get the AR1 coup with NORAD in operation. Okay. So we can take Kenya. Yep. That's really interesting because I feel like they really, really wanted the China card and now they're not getting it back the rest of the game. Hmm. So unless they're saving Africa scoring for the last AR, they're not. This is really good for us. Okay, so rather than gamble, we'll drop South America scoring now. Yeah? Yeah, let's not gamble. I feel like, as bad as Europe is, We don't need to gamble. We're ahead in Asia, even in the Middle East. Yeah. So event special relationship, event brush war somewhere. Libya, maybe? No more peeking. All right. Event special relationship for sure. And we don't want to do that AR7, so we can just jam it now. So they've got Hunter, Panama, OAS, and one other. We can jam France with US, Japan at this point. If they show us the card we don't know, and we bear trap that they have to use Hunter to get out of the bear trap, which I think is pretty sassy for us. And if they use Panama or OS here, they're spitting chips, right? So let's see what their last card is. And Southeast Asia scoring's gone. So yeah, as the board stands, I quite like our position going into late war. Hunter for influence. That feels real bad for them, doesn't it? I will definitely jam France here. Will I? I could jam Poland just easily, and Warsaw Pact has gone. So 5 grain sales, 6 brush war, 7 bear trap. Pulling Panama OS is good for us. With Hunter gone. Yeah, let's grain sales them. Oh. Well, that's very good for them. But they have to event. Panama OS and one other. I guess I want them to event IND. They've spaced. And they spaced Yasuri, so they don't have duck and cover. I'm going to make them event IND, I think. Fidel's in the discard pile. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we'll put 2 in Cuba. Point in battlegrounds. That felt bad. Oh no, wait. His 3 cards include Allende. In which case we force them to play Panama and OS. Yeah. I thought we had 4 cards left because of how the hand thing works. So if we event Allende, we force them to play Panama and OS. In which case, where do our 2 ops go? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. So if we place it here, that levels up Europe. So AR6 brush war, AR7. Although we may, yeah. No, we need the mill op. So we will brush war Nigeria, maybe. Although Africa scored, Middle East is probably a lot juicier. So he takes Chile. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't take Chile. All right. Yeah, it's more attractive to do Libya, isn't it? Yeah. All right, we'll go Libya. All right. I'm okay with that. And then at AR7, we bear trap so we can coup and Comic-Con, NORAD. So now we definitely take Argentina first, right? And he will put one in, yeah, and then we finish with bear trap. We got war games, so now we just need to look for 2 VP, Evil Empire, Event Reagan, war games. Oh no, Reagan doesn't score us any VP. Doi. But I think we still do Evil Empire. Not a VP square, are we? Oof. Good thing we didn't go into Cuba. Can't help it if I'm lucky. Alright, I'd love to win with war games, but I guess with Lone Gunman Gone, the imperative is on not losing, not winning. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. U2, UN, Reagan. Ortega, North Sea, War Games, U2, Evil Empire. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're not going to use North Sea Oil because we're going to use UN Intervention, which means we're not going to get 8 action rounds. In which case, an Evil Empire is the best bet, right? It's a VP. Yeah. North Sea Oil cancels OPEC, which is currently worth 1 VP. I forget that. Evil Empire. Hello. That's juicy. Because if he doesn't coup... okay. Forget that then. It's a good coup for him because, well, he not only pitches a DEFCON card, which is good too. Now I have to coup Venezuela, I guess. And then my extra operations point can go into dominating an unscored region. Ooh, nice big war coming up here. No. Alright, Ortega. Then we go to Cuba. Unscored region. Or do we level up Europe? Yeah. I mean, I guess he doesn't have it because he invented a Iran-Iraq war. But it doesn't hurt to stay ahead, does it? If he gives us a VP, the game's over. So, although we're going to be giving a VP with U2 incident once we've UN Pershing. Although we could space one of them. Yes. There's 2 more VP you're not getting. Okay, so what do we like here? South America scored. But if I use your intervention, I'm going to lose war games this turn, aren't I? Let's give them the choice of taking Argentina. Let's make sure that he does not get a VP there. We shut diplomacy still in play. We can use the China card, but yeah. I don't know. Probably overthinking this. Giving up Argentina feels a bit weak there, but we can just move into Brazil. Oh, well, now it feels real bad. All right, so now we're not using war games for the VP. But we are holding the China card. That's fine. So we're now looking to win the game on its own merits. Star Wars is still in the deck. Man, I really didn't read him for Europe scoring. That was well played. Yes. So now we space. Oof. Now Star Wars doesn't trigger. Korean War's still in the deck. Still think the game is shaping up reasonably well. Not gonna panic. Okay, well we definitely Chernobyl South America here, right? Flip Vietnam in case they have Asia scoring R7. They do, but they're 5-year planning. Oh, VOA. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Yee, boy howdy. This can do some damage. Lack of access. 2, 3. Lack of adjacency 4. That'll do. Good way to win an op back. Okay, that's fine. So we're dominating Asia. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, dominating Asia. Turn 9. Brazil and Panama's already pretty good, but Liberation Theology is back, not back in the deck. It's not. Cambridge 5 decol, decol's quite bad. Let's pop one in Indonesia. Asia scoring is great. There are lots of cards that he can frig it up with, though. If he advances, one small step is absolutely amazing. Duck and cover. So missile envy is alright because we've got We Will Bury You. Cambridge 5. Asia scoring. So decol is bad for sure. So I don't think we headline Asia scoring. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. AWACS. So AWACS protects against Muslim Rev when they don't headline it, which is decent. Missile Envy pulls Purge or Muslim Rev or Cal. They're not going to event duck and cover, right? So the chances, I think Missile Envy is probably decent here. And it ties them into using a crummy 2-op card. Okay. Not Asia scoring, please. Purge? Okay, so we lose a free 2-op card, but they have to play MSLMV. And we then get a NORAD. Right, dominating Central America. So dominate unschooled regions. Dominate, 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 dominate. So we will put one, 2, 3, 4. Put one in Vietnam. Event AWACS. Do we event AWACS? No. Let's event Asia. Oh, let's not put the one in there. Let's put the one somewhere else. France, and then Asia scoring. So we space we will bury you. One small step's not triggering this turn, right? They're not now spacing a 4-up card, unless it's Cal. We don't care about South America. There's enough for points buffer. Right, so let's avoid the Middle East getting cleared out. Mm-hmm. Not important right now. Not really. Tunisia's fine. So let's space we will bury you. Yep. Okay, nicely done. I mean, at this point, I'm probably freewheeling when I shouldn't be. Like, I don't think this matters. Yeah, that's good. For some reason, I faded on. So I kind of want a Latin American debt crisis away socialist governments, right? But I don't need to do that yet. So Asia's good. Africa's bad. Need to get Milops. So we'll coup with one small step on Cameroon. Now we want to guarantee the coup. So let's coup with OPEC, which is worth 0 VP, which is a nice place to be. That was a good arms race by them, though. Ooh, great Truman. This is only turn 9. That's, I should make sure I'm not being overly complacent. Although, of course, if they've got Duck and Cover and Star Wars, the game's over. Let's have a coup in Ethiopia. And then we can pass turn 10 and hold the China card. Oof. Big oof. So we will Latin American debt crisis away SocGov and hope that he doesn't notice that means I'm left without an AR7. That's great. I'm hoping he's not counting cards thoroughly, because I'm not going to use the China card here for avoidance of doubt. Unless he does something very upsetting. Ha! That's not. That's great. That's the opposite of upsetting. So now we just pass the turn and hold the China card. We've got Star Wars, and we've got Aldrich. So Solidarity in the headline. If they coup, we pull War Games. And there are no scoring cards that truly help them. let's do that. So yeah, let's games for any hostage crisis. We'll still plug their hand in, but yeah, I think more often than not we're going to be coming in here hot. Oh, they may have decol. Oh no, I've got decol. Hello, shut my mouth. Okay, yeah, I think he's stuffed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Indo-Pakistani wall's not shabby, and would take him below War Games, but doesn't. So if he coups, the game is over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Solidarity was 9. Do you feel lucky? So he's thinking, I don't want to coup because he'll also get a NORAD trigger. But what else has he got? Che, De Gaulle, D-Style. Yeah. The deck is also pretty stacked my way. Guess we can just space Iranian hostage crisis if he doesn't coup. Yeah, I mean, he's not got a ton of outs here, let's put it that way. In fact, we can read for almost his entire hand, because there's 6 in the draw pile, 14 cards in each, 6, 9, 11. What have we... Duck and cover went to space last turn, didn't it? Didn't it? I feel like it did. Okay, yeah, well that's the game. I'll stop counting cards. Let's tap France. Recover War Games. And end the game. Oh. All right. Sorry, lots of talking to my opponent and not to the person listening to the video, so they're just listening to me type. But yeah, that'll do that. Um, I don't think USSR had much hope, to be honest. I think the deck was very much stacked in my favour. But they did good. Well, thank you for watching. So I think I'm about halfway through the ITSL season, which is great because we've now just started Rutsel season, which is another 10 games. So still 20 games to be played between now and spring. Lots of chances to watch me play. So, you know, see you again soon. I'll keep talking to Cole here, but we'll log the game there, and I will see you soon. Thanks as ever for dropping by. Comments welcome, as always, and I will listen to them, so type away. And I'll see you soon. But until then, goodbye for now.